Are you tired of working hard and no change? Let me ask again. Are you tired of working hard and no change? Let me just put that on the board. You're working hard, okay? You're working really hard. And guess what? You can't see no change. No change. Sometimes you feel like, I think it's all a scam. I think this thing is not even working. Oh my goodness. I remember the last time I was employed. Now it's you asking yourself, I've been employed for 5 years. I'm really working as hard as I can. I'm employed somewhere where I earn this amount of money. I actually work on this unpredictable income. In Kenya, we call them vibarua, whereby you just pick that what comes along the way. You are out there, you work as hard as you can. You actually feel like, you know what? I think becoming wealthy is actually a scam. It can never work. It's never gonna work for me because I'm even struggling to put food on the table. If you're in that particular situation, then that is the video. This is the video for you. And this video is only 15 minutes. So if you have a problem with retention capacity, you can't even watch something for 15 minutes, please force yourself to the end and you're going to thank yourself. And I'm not going to waste your time. But the only thing I'm going to tell you here is to go ahead and subscribe. Okay, what is even subscribing? To subscribe is to hit that. There's a small button just next to my number of subscribers. Small button is in black. Hit that subscription button. Just do it. I'm going to tell you what's the importance. And like the video and also leave me a comment in the comment section. Now, if you subscribe, you'll be notified whenever I upload a new good video. Hey, I said I'm not going to waste your time. Let's go ahead. See, if you're working too hard, but you're not seeing any fruits, I think it's the high time you stop just working. Think and work. Think and work. Most people just work. So what does the thinking, or what's the importance of thinking in the part of work? See, remember there's a video I told you, hard work only will never make you wealthy. What? Did you just say that, Joseph? Yeah, sure, I said that. Truly speaking, those people who have money, there's something that they will never admit to tell you the truth. Someone can come here and purport how smart and how hard they work and show you how you can make 10 million easily within a month, The reality is there are some things that you yourself, you cannot even achieve them by just a virtue of working hard only. If truly hard work pays, only hard work pays, then those guys usually works very hard jobs and miners and those work in oil rigs should actually be billionaires and something. But it doesn't work that way. And this is where most of the people tend to say it is unfair. And this is how it works. See, when you are working without thinking, guess what happens now? You get the reward or you get the wages, commonly known as the salary. Are we together? You get the income, however decent you'd like to call it. The moment you work, now guess what? Now you have the money with you, but you have no idea how what you have, how it works. It's like me giving you a tool, but you have no idea how this particular tool works. Because most of the people who are on the down in terms of the pyramid, those people who are down there, people commonly call them poor, they usually think that when you get the money is to pay the bills. If you get the money is to pay the bills. People who are the middle incomers, they think that if when you get the money is to pay the bills in time. And those people who are up there, they understand that when you get the money, it is a tool to make more of it. And that's why you find the wealthy become wealthier, because why they get the money, they invest more to get more. And when they get more, they invest to get most. Now, see, the moment you work without thinking, you get the salary, you get the income, but you have no idea how these tools work. Of course, you have an assumption. The money you get should pay your bills. Now, guess what happens? You channel that money to the bills and utilities and what have you. Guess what happens now? That money is over. And you tend to think that money that you get should actually put you or keep you in a decent life and enjoy your life and all those kind of things. And now, guess what you do? You run out of the money, you go back to the hard work, you do the same, you go back to the hard work, you do the same. And then you become wishful. The only part that is left with you is to be wishful that one day you're going to be wealthy. You can't ever wish to be wealthy. You can't ever wish to, you don't wish. It is very intentional. Now, when I'm telling you think and work, what do I mean? Now, when you incorporate the thinking, this is when now you no longer become emotional, but you become logical. You start asking yourself, reasonable questions. You earn 1,000 in a day. Let's be logical. You earn 1,000 in a day. And your aim is to get, say, maybe say a building, your own home. Maybe your own home will cost you 7 million, but you're earning 1,000 in a day. Now you ask yourself, if I were to continue with whatever I'm doing, earning this 1,000 in a day, I need 1,000 days. I need 1,000 days to get 1 million, because 1 million is 1,000, 1,000. I hope it makes sense on that. So you need 1,000 days to raise this 1 million. And remember, you are trading your skill, energy, and time for you to get this 1,000. And then there you are, you're looking to own just a home. And when you own a home, does not mean all your problem are solved. Therefore, it means you need 7,000 days to raise the 7 million for you to own a home. Then what does that tell you? It means that, let's say you work from morning to evening. You are a mason, you earn 1,000. Then you need 7,000 of similar days working without resting and without using anything from that particular money. Meaning, you work from morning to evening, you get your 1,000, you save it. From one morning to evening, you get your 1,000, you save it. For 7,000 days, you can just calculate how many years are those. That is the moment you realize, oh my goodness, I am not using the right formula. And this is exactly what I did when I was working in the construction industry. There is a video I said, how 36 million house changed my life. Go check it out there. And I realized the formula I'm using, it is not the right one. Now you ask yourself, I am a mason. People know me, I'm very good mason. When I decide to do a plaster in this particular wall, I usually do the best job. I'm very good with molding. By the way, there is a guy called Prezo Molding. He's a Kenyan guy. He does a very good moldings. He was actually a mason. And he's still a mason. And he does very good. Please, you people, you think like I'm talking things that are not there. Go check there. The Prezo molding and something like that. Even on TikTok, he's there. The guy started making those molding. And then guess what he did? He started showing people what he does. Turning on the camera and showing people, if you'd like to make this molding. Right now, as we speak, the guy has built one of the smartest houses in Ukambani area, and he's been contracted. He goes all over. He even catches planes to go and do all those jobs. You know what? Now, that is the time now you realize, how can I now make more of this in a single day where I do not have to necessarily offer these services as myself? I'm not only trading myself for this, but I have systems that are working for me. Now you're starting thinking, when you hit yourself with the reality that the formula that you're using, it is not working, it ain't gonna get you there. If you continue with this, you're going to hit your 60th year doing nothing. So now, the moment you see this is not working, I'm not saying you quit, because most people will think about that. You quit. No. What did I do? I was about to say kusanyada. I realized not everyone understands Swahili. I summed up this 400, 300, 700, whatever, until I bought a phone. Once I bought a phone, I started making videos. Then after making videos, I told people who I am. After telling who I am, then I started selling my services. Then I can be able to sell my services to more people who can pay me more. Then I can be able to raise more money and be able to leverage. That is what we call scaling. So what you do there, you are good at something. Try to scale that thing out there. Start by savings first. The first thing that you do is to save this. Actually, let me not use the term savings. Let me say the first thing you do is to manage this. Now you ask yourself, okay, I have realized I'm using the wrong formula. But if I'm using the wrong formula, does it mean now if I quit? Because if you quit, you're even becoming worse, because you cannot even cater for your basic needs. But now the question is, how do I use this now 1,000 that I'm getting to surely, pay my bills, the normal bills, the food, the shelter, and the clothing? Are we together? Because those are very basic. Then whatever is left here, what can I do to take myself to the next level? You understand what I'm saying? Perhaps you can even decide to, accumulate, say 200, 200, 200, you reach, say 4,000 or 5,000. And then you pay Google ads, or then you pay Instagram ads, or then you pay something like that, so that you can advertise your services out there. The moment you get more jobs out there, you're gonna employ more, meaning you are delegating now. You yourself alone could have made 1,000, but now you've gotten a gig that you can employ people. That means those people can make you extra 300, and you have 4 of them. You're having 1,200, and you are no more 1,000. Now you've actually managed to actually get a salary of 2 days within a day. Then you leverage like that. Then you actually reach to a point whereby now you no longer rely on your solely effort as an individual to get yourself there. Then that is when you start making change. And by the way, I'm sharing a very expensive masterclass here, guys. You know, should have charged you this, but let me just share it because you've been decent and you've been listening to me for quite a long period of time. Now, oh my, I know most of you won't get whatever I'm saying here. I know already some of you have already dropped. Some of you are contemplating about just dropping and going to the next video because you were expecting a mechanical solution. Oh, click here and here and here, and then boom, voila, everything works and you become a millionaire. Things doesn't work that way. There is a system and it takes time and it is boring. It's very boring. It's not a simple thing that you just wake up in the morning and do it. Boo! No, you have to sacrifice. This is the formula. I'm telling you, this is how it goes by. This is how it works. You are a teacher. There is a way you can leverage on those skills that you have. You don't have to earn by virtue of you simply being in a confinement of four walls, standing before pupils or students and telling them. There is a student somewhere in Cape Town, in Maputo, some students in Makoko Island in Nigeria, somewhere else in Casablanca, somewhere else, they need your services. You get all those people, you can solve your problem. Do not confine yourself in a single area. I have a friend of mine who makes contents about construction. He shares everything. And of course, he gets consultancy. He charges that. That is exactly how you get yourself from now complainants or complaining zone to the area where by now you're leveraging on that what you know. Now, that is how you get yourself to the next level. Are we doing something here? Yeah, I know this is a very complex topic that I've actually touched. How will you know that now we are graduating, we are going to the next level? I'm going to be sharing with you very hard topics here that you really need time to think. Because these ones you really need time to think. Otherwise, if you continue the same formula, you're going to be still working hard and no change is happening. No change is happening because you have to change the mindset. First of all, it starts with the mindset. Remember, there's something I shared with you here, and I'm going to come here and share more about it. You know, we say you be, do, have. Something called be, do, have. Change your mindset. You start with the mindset, the tool set, the skill set before you have it. But people want to skip all those to having it. You can't have it if you have. See, listen, so far, the reason why you're being paid 1,000, it is because people perceive you as you being worth paid 1,000. That's the reason why they're paying you 1,000. So you have to go an extra mile and proving to them, hey, you know what? I'm not even worth being paid 1,000. You go to the next level. But you cannot tell them by the word of mouth. Show them by the actions. That's the time now they take you to the different level. You can get your... Wow, I really hope I'm doing something here, guys. And if I am, please tell me on the comment section because this is a very expensive topic I'm sharing with you. So that is exactly how you shift from just working, but thinking and working at the same time. So when you think and work, combination of these two, and now you realize the reality. You know, there are people who just work with hope. And hope is never good. It's a good breakfast, but it's a poor dinner. Don't start with hope and end with hope. You have to change along the way. You can't tell me year one you are hoping, year two, year three, year four, year five. There's no actions. Even the Bible itself says that faith without action is absolutely. There must be a sense of actions. There must be presence of actions in between so that you can be able to reach that particular level. Allow me to just end this video here. I will make a part 2 of this and kindly remind me on the comment section. Although I still have that on my duty that I'm going to make a part 2 of these explaining to you in details what am I even talking about. This is Kid Joseph as always. Thank you for watching my videos. That's my number up there. If you need to have a private conversation on this kind of a masterclass, go ahead and shoot me a call. See you there.